Hector, Sir Flips a lot, Lozano.
All right, guys, 1 minute call. Race number one. Let's start getting them out there. Why?
52.5.
Change the motor. It takes like 2 minutes.
Michael Shelton.
No, that takes another 2 minutes.
Up next, race number 1. 21.5 buggy. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is Nathan Merritt, JP, Hector, Sir Flips a lot, Lozano, Michael Shelton.
All right,
Rich
pretty much
Ryder,
if you're not racing, we need
Nathan
you out here
Merritt.
marshaling.
Rich Ryder, JP.
I'll let Corey handle that. All right, guys, race number one. Nate's going to go on the tone, followed by JP, Hector, Michael, and Rich. Nate on the tone, less than 5. JP, Hector, Michael, and Rich. All right, guys, everybody's on the clock.
Corey Bosworth. We are live.
All right. We got Nate out to an early lead. Hector right on his tail. All right, Nate, Hector, JP. Hector only 1.1 behind Nate. We got a battle for the lead going on here. Thank you,
After
JP.
1 minute left, the top drivers are Nathan Merritt, Hector, Sir Flips a Lot, Lozano, and JP.
All right. Nate, Hector 2.5 behind him. JP 12 seconds behind Hector. Michael in the 4, Rich in the 5. Hector to the point. I'm showing Nate 2.2 back.
After 2 minutes left, the top drivers are Nathan Merritt, Hector, Sir Flips a Lot, Lozano, and JP.
All right. Nate back to the point. JP up to the 2. Hector slips down to the 3. Hector only 1.8 behind JP. Hector to the 2. JP slips down to the 3. JP only 4/10 behind Hector. We got JP in the 3, Michael in the 4. Hector and JP just swapping positions every lap here.
After 3 minutes left, the top drivers are Nathan Merritt, Hector, Sir Flips a Lot, Lozano, and JP.
Because we don't live in the 80s anymore. We got electronic timing.
After 4 minutes, the top drivers are Nathan Merritt, Hector, Sir Flips a Lot, Lozano, and JP.
We used to have number stickers on there, but that was back in the dark ages when you had to manually count every lap. It was a 2-person job to count laps. All right, guys, 21 seconds. Ten
9,
seconds.
8.
Michael
7,
only 3.3
6,
behind JP. Make that
5,
2.2.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Keep them going, keep them
Michael
going.
Shelton done. Hector, Sir Flips a Lot, Lozano done. Nathan Merritt done. Rich Ryder done. All drivers are finished.
That's race. Nate's going to take
JP
it.
done.
Hector finishes in the 2, JP in the 3, Michael in the 4, Rich in the 5.
Up next, race number 2. 17.5 buggy. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is Devin Kelsey, Steve Foley, Nathan Merritt, Marcos Hernandez. Robbie Esplana. Nathan Merritt. Robbie Esplana. Devin Kelsey. Marcos Hernandez.
If Mar starts, where do I start? Right there? Like at that tape line?
Yeah, wherever. It doesn't matter. I mean,
Time starts when you cross the loop. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought you clicked everyone's name and it like started it.
no.
Steve
Yeah, as soon
Foley.
as you cross the loop, then your time starts.
So that's just to separate everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys. Devin and only Devin's going to go on the tone. Everybody else, wait till I call your name. Devin, less than 5. Steve. Nate. Marcos. And Robbie. All right, guys, we have Robbie out front. Steve only a second back. Steve had a rough start.
After 1 minute left, the top drivers are Robbie Esplana, Steve Foley, and Nathan Merritt.
All right, guys, Robbie, Steve, Nate in the 3, Marcos in the 4, Devin in the 5. All right, guys, 140 in, 320 to go.
After 2 minutes left, the top drivers are Robbie Esplana, Nathan Merritt, and Steve Foley.
All right, Robbie, Nate, Steve, Marcos, and Devin. Steve catching up to Nate, only 1.1 back. All right, Robbie.
After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Robbie Esplana, Nathan Merritt, and Steve Foley.
Nate, Steve. Steve only 2/10 behind Nate. Watch straight. We are clear. $140 left to go.
Rush me Waba Bosworth. Love you daddy so much from Ellie Redheart.
Love you too, Ellie Belly. All right, guys, 1:15 left to go. We got Robbie, Nate still in the 2, Steve in the 3.
1 minute left.
Can't let him get away, Robbie.
The top drivers are Robbie Esplana, Nathan Merritt, and Steve Foley.
Oh, Nate taps out. Let's see if Robbie can hang with Steve here. Steve up to the 2, 4 seconds behind Robbie. It's about a... Oh, they get into each other. Game on. 30 seconds left to go. $15 seconds. Steve needs to pull away about 4.5 seconds. I'm not sure that's going to happen.
8, 7,
Robbie just needs to keep
6,
it clean.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Keep him going, keep him going.
Steve Foley done.
Keep going, Robbie.
Nathan Merritt done.
Robbie taps out.
Devin Kelsey done. Marcos Hernandez done.
Keep him going.
All drivers are finished.
All right, that's a race.
Robbie Esplana
Robbie
done.
is going to take the W and the early TQ. Steve finishes in the 2. Nate in the 3. Marcos in the 4. Devin in the 5.
Up next, race number 3. Mod Buggy. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is Steve Foley. Corey, I ain't got time for that, Bosworth.
All right, mod guys, let's get them out there. Fast guys.
Corey, I ain't got time for that, Bosworth.
Ooh, the super fast guy just hit the wall. He came in hot. Hot, too hot. I saw Steve's car earlier in mod, when he was driving mod earlier, Corey. That thing books. Again, his sounds like a Hoover vacuum cleaner. Oh, you fixed it? That's how I knew it was your car all the time. Hey, just think, pan car is going to be faster than that, Corey. Mod pan car. What do you have in this one? 6.5? What do you got, Steve? What motor do you got in yours? 5.5. Oh no, we'll figure it out. Woo.
Steve Folly.
Coming up, I want to say a little bit, sorry, probably in the middle of March, towards the end of March. Somewhere. We're already in March, aren't we? Oh my goodness. 4th? Lord. All right. Steve, and only Steve, on the sound of the tone in less than 5. I said, oh, there you go. You guys can go now. Jeez. Better make up some ground, Corey, because Steve's 17.5 is faster than that first lap. Never mind. It's the same speed. Corey down to 11.451. Steve with 11.8.
After 1 minute left, the top drivers are Corey. I ain't got time for that. Bosworth, Steve Folly.
I tell you what, Steve's got the hardest whip off that platform. He has the hardest whip off of that. The fastest acceleration off that whip, or the platform I meant. Like when you zoom off of that lander, wow. Front wheels weren't even down yet. All right, 3:23 to go. Corey down to 11.1. See if he gets warmed back up, get back down to his 10s. 11.0. Steve with 11.3.
After 2 minutes left, the top drivers are Corey. I ain't got time for that. Bosworth, Steve Folly.
For those that are watching and listening, we will set up a scheduled time. I know Nate and I just talked about it. Figure out a time frame to start building new features. We want a double platform in an L shape. That's the goal right now. So 90 off a platform would be nice. It doesn't have to be in the corner. Ooh. All right, 2 minutes to go.
After 2 minutes left, the top drivers are Corey. I ain't got time for that. Bosworth, Steve Folly.
All right, Steve, Corey. Corey out there still with 11 flat. Steve with 11.3. Those are fast laps. Ooh, the sparkies off of that. All right, 1:25 to go. Corey on pace with a 27.506. Steve out there with the 25-5-10. Steve is loving that wall out there on the outside.
1 minute 4 minutes 1 second. The top drivers are Corey I Ain't Got Time for That, Bosworth, Steve Foley.
Nate, you watch Corey's initial turn when he goes into the sweeper over here. Watch where he turns at. Then he starts turning between 3 and 2. No, 2 and 1.
Ten, 9,
All right.
8,
You guys know the deal.
7,
If mark
6,
start.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Steve Foley
You're
done.
still on the clock, Corey. Yeah.
All drivers are
Skedaddle.
finished. Corey I Ain't Got Time for That,
There, you
Bosworth
see how
done.
they're just like push, full lock and still going straight, hoping it turns. Oh, it pushes. That thing pushes like a Fortec.
Up next, race number 1. 21.5 buggy. Heat 1 of 1.
All right, I'm not even going to print
Race
out
order
the
is
sheet, but
Nathan
you
Merritt,
guys already know who's in
Hector,
21.5,
Sir Flips a lot.
and then you guys will see
Lozano,
it up on the thing.
JP,
So,
Michael
not going to print
Shelton,
it out.
Rich
We're going
Ryder.
to save trees, Corey. About 10 minutes. 10 mics. Oh, that's right. You got multiple pals.
Hector, Sir Flips a lot, Lozano.
All right.
Currently up, race number 1. 21.5 buggy. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is
Yeah.
Nathan Merritt, Hector, Sir Flips a lot, Lozano. JP. Michael Shelton. Rich Ryder.
Yeah.
Michael Shelton. Nathan Merritt. JP.
They said, called and said city pass and got a bunch of people look at that fire alarm that's acting up.
The beeper beeper? Yeah, not the fire
But
department.
supposedly they were supposed to be here today, but that didn't seem.
Too cold in here.
Rich Ryder.
Robbie, we almost knocked your glasses off and put them over here.
I could probably use that second t-shirt. Like warm as a background there. Rich, you're turning super wide, dude. Harris, can you come over here? Have a set.
All right, are we ready? All right, got everybody checked in. I got marshals. I got drivers. Got me a grid. Nate and only Nate's going to go on the tone. Everybody else wait till I call your name. Nate, less than 5. Hector. JP. Michael. And Rich. All right, guys, everybody's on the clock. Let's see if Hector's got anything for Nate this round. Oh. There we go. All right, Nate out front. Hector only 1.5 back. Still anybody's race. Your leader's coming through traffic. Hector 5/10 behind Nate.
After 1 minute left, the top drivers are Nathan Merritt.
Oh, watch the money
Hector,
wall.
Sir Flips a lot, Lozano, and JP.
That's a Schumacher, too. All right, Nate, Hector, JP, Michael, and Rich. Michael right behind JP, 0.3 of a second back.
After 2 minutes left, the top drivers are Nathan Merritt, Hector, Sir Flips a lot, Lozano, and JP.
All right, guys. Nate leading him around. Hector in the 2, JP in the 3, Michael in the 4, Rich in the 5. Hector's still hanging in there. Oh, watch the sweeper. Watch the sweeper.
After 3 minutes,
Hector only
the
1.3
top
back.
drivers are Nathan Merritt, Hector, Sir Flips a lot, Lozano, and JP.
Yeah.
After 4 minutes, the top drivers are Nathan Merritt, Hector, Sir Flips a lot, Lozano, and JP.
All right, guys. 40 seconds left to go. Hector's still just hanging in there, 3.5 back. Both of them are faster than Nate's previous TQ run. Oh, Hector gets it wrong. Oh, that wasn't Hector. Never mind. That was JP. You guys got the same painter.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
All right,
1.
guys. Keep them going. Keep them going. Keep going, Nate.
Hector, Sir Flips a lot, Lozano done. Rich Rider done. Nathan Merritt done.
All right, that's
Michael Shelton done.
That's a race.
All drivers
Nate's
are
going to take the
finished.
W. Hector finishes in the 2,
JP done.
JP in the 3, Michael in the 4, Rich in the 5. All right, guys, go and put your cars back. Come right back out here in Marshall.
Up next, race number 2. 17.5 buggy. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is Robbie Esplana, Steve Foley, Nathan Merritt, Marcos Hernandez, Devin Kelsey. Nathan Merritt, Marcos Hernandez, Robbie Esplana. Steve Foley. Devin Kelsey.
Rich, I thought you were going to catch it.
All right, guys. I got marshals. I got drivers. Robbie and only Robbie's going to go on the tone. Everybody else wait till I call your name. Robbie, less than 5. Steve, Nate, Marcos, and Devin. All right, we got Steve out front. Nate in the 2, Robbie in the 3. Oh, right in front of you. There we go. Oh, watch the sweeper, guys. Watch the sweeper. Your leader's coming through. Thank you. Robbie up to the 2.
1 minute left. The top drivers are Steve Foley, Robbie Esplana, and Nathan Merritt.
Yeah, Steve's got your number this race, Robbie. You're hanging with him pretty good, though. Oh, except for that.
After 2 minutes left, the top drivers are Steve Foley, Robbie Esplana, and Nathan Merritt. After 2 minutes left, the top drivers are Steve Foley, Robbie Esplana, and Nathan Merritt.
All right, guys. Foley out front. Robbie in the 2, 11 seconds back. Nate in the 3, 11 seconds behind Robbie. Marcos in the 4, 15 seconds behind Nate. Devin in the 5, 14 seconds behind Marcos. Everybody's separated by at least 14 seconds here, or about 10 seconds.
Yeah, someone smells like something's burning. It's definitely electrical. Something's getting really hot. Why is my car glowing?
After 4 minutes, the top drivers are Steve Foley, Robbie Esplana, and Nathan Merritt.
Someone leave on their solder or something? That's kind of concerning.
Yeah, that's just the heaters kicking in.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I needed more grip, so I turned up the heat.
Nathan Merritt done. Robbie Esplana done. Marcos Hernandez done. Steve Foley done. All
All
drivers
right,
are finished.
Steve's going to take the W.
Devin Kelsey done.
And reset TQ. Robbie finishes in the 2, Nate in the 3, Marcus in the 4, Devin in the 5.
Up next, race number 3. Mod Buggy. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is Corey, I ain't got time for that, Bosworth. Steve Foley. Corey, I ain't got time for that, Bosworth.
Is it supposed to snow Sunday? You said I-25's closed on Sunday. What's going on with that?
Well, they're doing that overpass.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It's definitely not a low C, but it's still going. No, I wanted to, but Tony did, and I think Tony going X-ray.
I mean, I wouldn't mind driving a car that Art set up.
Yeah.
I don't know if it really matters what
I don't know. So to me, the X-ray almost looks like a TLR in a sense, and a B7 mixed together.
Steve Foley.
Oh, Fernando fell in love with it. Well, the parts are expensive, though.
What is expensive? Like arms are $22?
$22 a piece as opposed to $12 for a pair. A team associated, so you know. All right, Corey and only Corey on the sound of the tone in less than 5. All right, Mr. Foley. Every time I see Steve's last name, I think of Axel Foley from Beverly Hills Cop. You made it faster or something, Steve? Jeez. Feeling that, looking at turbo kick in and boost. It's like, golly.
After
4
1 minute
minutes
left, the top drivers are Corey, I ain't got time for that, Bosworth, Steve Foley.
Sheesh. Yeah, that platform's a tricky one. Where did this come from? All right, 3:30 to go. Corey and Steve. Corey still at that 11-0. Steve with that 11-7.
After 2 minutes left, the top drivers are Corey I Ain't Got Time for That, Bosworth, Steve Foley.
All right, 2 minutes.
After 3 minutes left, the top drivers are Corey I Ain't Got Time for That, Bosworth, Steve Foley.
Two team associateds out there. $120. Nobody's resetting TQ on this one.
After 4 minutes, the top drivers are Corey I Ain't Got Time for That, Bosworth, Steve Foley.
Oh. He would have been right there anyways. Well, Corey on the previous lap ran a 10.9 on lap 21. He's on lap 23 now. That last lap that he wrecked on was 11.5. Marco, you see on the platform, when they launched the platform, as soon as they land, they gun it? We learned that.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, let's see if Corey got caught.
Corey, I
Yep,
ain't got
he
time
got
for
caught.
that. Bosworth done.
And Steve is
All
right
drivers
there.
are finished.
All drivers are done.
Steve Foley done.
All right, 10 minutes. Finish this all up.
Up next, race number 1.
Disregard 10-minute break.
21.5 buggy. A main. Race order is Nathan Merritt, Hector, Sir Flips a Lot, Lozano, JP, Michael Shelton, Rich Ryder. Michael Shelton. Hector, Sir Flips a lot, Lozano. Rich Ryder.
All right, guys. Looking for JP and Nate and some marshals.
JP.
Where's Rich at tonight? Yeah. Greenwood.
Nathan Merritt.
He comes down. He came down Thursday, I think, or 2 Thursdays ago. All right, guys, let's go ahead and back her down. This is a heads-up start. Go ahead and grid them up. Nate is your TQ. Hector starting right behind him in the 2. JP in the 3. Michael in the 4. Rich in the 5. We got anybody for the middle? Yeah. All right, guys, I got marshals. I got drivers. I got me a grids. We're going to go on the tone. And we're off. Oh, JP has a new body on. Oh, no, your leader, your TQ on his lid. This is what Hector might need. Oh, no, and then he gets involved in some traffic. Watch the straight, guys. Watch the straight. Watch the straight. Good job, Hector. All right. We might have a little interesting situation here. Let's see if Nate can reel him in. Got plenty of time left. This is a 6-minute race.
After 1 minute left, the top drivers are Hector.
Oh, watch
Sir
straight,
Flips a
watch
lot,
straight. Go
Lozano,
outside.
Michael Shelton.
Go
And
outside.
Nathan Merritt.
Oh, your leader gets involved in some traffic. Oh, your leader on his lid. Here comes Nate. Oh, your leader taps out again. A complete and utter mental breakdown from your leader. We got Nate back to the point. Ooh, Nate cases it.
After 2 minutes left, the top drivers are Nathan Merritt, Hector, Sir Flips a lot, Lozano, and JP.
All right, Nate out front. Hector in the 2. Let's see what the gap is. 4.7. Ooh, watch straight. We are clear.
After 3 minutes left, the top drivers are Nathan Merritt, Hector, Sir Flip Salat, Lozano, and JP.
All right, gap is 5.2. All right, Nate out front, Hector in the 2, JP 13 seconds behind Hector. Michael only 4.4 behind JP. Those two have been battling it out all night. All right, Nate and Hector battle for the lead. Oh, Nate gets it wrong. A complete mental breakdown from Nate.
After 2 minutes left, the top drivers are Nathan Merritt, Hector, Sir Flip Salat, Lozano, and JP.
All right, 2 minutes left to go. Hector trying to run away here. Nate 1.6 back. Oh, Nate taps out again. Man, Nate. Calm down, Nate.
After 5 minutes, the
All
top
right, one to
drivers
go.
are Hector, Sir Flip Salat, Lozano, Nathan Merritt, and JP.
It's Hector's race to lose now. Oh, your leader underneath the table. It's going to be a slow Marshall job. Oh, your leader taps out again. There's only 10 seconds left to go, though.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Keep going, keep going.
JP
oh,
done.
Nate.
Rich Rider done. Hector, Sir Flip Salat, Lozano done. Nathan Merritt done.
Oh, no.
All drivers are finished.
That's the race.
Michael Shelton done.
Hector's going to take it. Nate in the 2, JP in the 3. right, everybody do a lap.
Up next, race number 2. 17.5 buggy. A main. Race order is Steve Foley, Robbie Esplana, Nathan Merritt, Marcos Hernandez, Devin Kelsey, Robbie Esplana, Nathan Merritt, Marcos Hernandez, Steve Foley.
I need Devin to check in. Let's see who's going to have a mental breakdown in this race. No, Nate's in this one. Nate's going to have to go to therapy after tonight. What do you want to talk to this session, Nate? There I was in the lead. And then then I wasn't. Then I was. Then I wasn't.
Devin Kelsey.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and grid them up. Foley is your TQ. Robbie starting right behind him in the 2. Nate in the 3. Marcos in the 4. Devin in the 5. All right, guys. I got marshals. I got drivers. I got some grids. We're going to go on the tone. Woohoo. Oh, Nate to the inside. Oh, Robbie looks a little too inside there. About 3 inches too inside. Nate seems to have recovered from that last race pretty good. All right. Steve, Nate, and Robbie. Then we got Marcos and Devin.
After 1 minute left, the top drivers are Steve Foley, Nathan Merritt, and Robbie Esplana. After 2 minutes left, the top drivers are Steve Foley, Nathan Merritt, and Robbie Esplana. After 3 minutes left. 1 second, the top drivers are Steve Foley, Nathan Merritt, and Robbie Esplana. After 4 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Steve Foley, Nathan Merritt, and Robbie Esplana.
All right, guys, we got Foley up front. Nate, 12 seconds behind him. Robbie only 6.5 behind Nate. We got Marcos in the 4, Devin in the 5.
After 5 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Steve Foley, Nathan Merritt, and Robbie Esplana.
All right, guys, 40 seconds left to go.
Ten,
All right, 10 seconds.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Oh,
1.
all right, keep them going until she says you are done.
Nathan Merritt done. Robbie Esplana done. Steve Foley done. Marcos Hernandez
All right, that's
done.
race. Steve's going to
All
take the
drivers
W.
are finished.
Nate finishes in the 2,
Devin
Robbie in the
Kelsey
3,
done.
Marcos in the 4, Devin in the 5.
Up next, race number 3. Mod Buggy. A main. Race order is Corey, I ain't got time for that, Bosworth. Steve Foley. Corey, I ain't got time for that, Bosworth.
All right. That last 17.5 race, that was a pretty good race. That's how it usually is, Nate. Me and you always swap back and forth.
Steve Foley.
We just share stickers. we share podium stickers. Whoa, that was weird. Can you imagine getting hit by Corey's car? All right, Corey, you got a 10-9 on that last one. Let's get you back down to your regular low 10s. Foley with that copper gold flamed out. Buggy. All right. Go ahead, line her up. Oh, no. Yep. Go ahead, line her up. 1 and 2. Gauge it however you guys want to. All right. On the tone in less than 5. Yeah, just stay on his line, Steve. There you go. Jeez, man, that turbo boosted.
After 1 minute left, the top drivers are Corey, I ain't got time for that, Bosworth, Steve Foley. After 2 minutes left, the top drivers are Corey, I ain't got time for that, Bosworth, Steve Foley.
Ooh, Corey runs down to a 10-8. Steve right behind him with that 11-1. $3:25 to go. Oh, let me get your first and second TQ stickers out here. Hey, if y'all don't got nothing to do tomorrow morning,
After 3 minutes
we are
left,
changing
the
track
top
over.
drivers are Corey, I ain't got time for that, Bosworth, Steve Foley.
Corey down to a 10-7. 2:45 to go.
Two minutes left. The top drivers are Corey I Ain't Got Time for That, Bosworth, Steve Foley. After 5 minutes, the top drivers are Corey I Ain't Got Time for That, Bosworth, Steve Foley.
Ooh, Steve down in the 10s. He's trying to get his groove. Dude, Steve got a lot of grip going into the sweeper. He doesn't push as much as Corey does. Ooh, Steve drops down to a 10-8.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, make it count. And, ooh.
Steve Foley done. All drivers are finished. Corey I Ain't Got Time for That, Bosworth done.
Yeah. Way better. Both of y'all. 10-7 and 10-8.
You didn't traction roll once.
It was pushing through. If I had steering, that's probably where I'd lose most of my time. I'll get figured out what it is.
Yeah, you gotta come. They're not cut very well, these things.
Oh, you're talking about your mod car?
You got pretty much figured out.
Pretty much, yeah. Not enough. Not quite.
I was only probably a tenth faster. Like every lap, I could see it like.
Only get faster because he was 7, 8 seconds behind, and then right at the last lap he was already 5 seconds, so he's already gained. He was getting faster and faster through here. I was like, golly. But he got so fast.